Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lover coming back at you with a beer that I have not had in or give or take 10 years. There is a little bit of story behind this one, so bear with me. So, the other day, I was on a live stream with Thomas from Thomas Open. At the time, I forget who else was on. I think Matt from Mess Beers was on there as well. Mike from Nerd Sense. Completely blanked on that. Don't know why. I think Dan from FLX was also on. And then maybe, I don't remember the exact timing, but James from Rampant Lion was also on there. So check out those guys. But Thomas from Thomas Open had drank or was drinking a Arrogant Bastard Ale, and he said that he got a note of strawberry shortcake. So obviously, everybody was like, that's ridiculous. It's Arrogant Bastard. That is not even remotely close to a single flavor or tasting note that you would get on this beer. So I decided, since I hadn't had it in a really long time, that I would go out and get a can of it. The place that I went only had this, only had it in the what is this, 19.2 ounces, 1 pint, 3.2 ounces. So yeah, 19.2. So yeah, here we are. So let's fucking see what this shit has to do. I fucked it up. Yeah, whatever. It's 7.2, or it's Stone Arrogant Bastard Ale. It's 7.2% alcohol by volume. True Arrogant Bastards refuse to be ignorant, know where your beer comes from, whatever. I don't really buy Stone brewing stuff because Greg Stone, is that his name? He's really, I find him very annoying with certain things, especially on the internet and whatever. So like, I don't really buy Stone. Plus there's maybe not better beer, but equally as good beer available from local breweries and stuff like that. And that's where I try to spend most of my money. It is vegan though. It's got the little vegan thing on there, which is nice. I know I do drink some beer occasionally with lactose in it, and honey. Honey is the bigger one, because honey is like the weird, like, is it vegan? Is it not vegan? As far as in the vegan community, some people care, some people don't. I try to live as, I am by no means the perfect vegan, but I try to live as conscientious, I think is the word, as I can. So it's got the little stone gargoyle thing on the tab. I don't know if that's focused correctly, but let's. Oh god, this fucking beer is a bastard. Oh god. Do you prefer that I put that forward? I'll put the face forward. How about that? So that is fucking 3 and some fingers of a khaki head. Yeah, khaki. But yeah, it's brown. Actually, when I hold it up to the light, it's like this like blood red. A little lighter than blood red. But yeah, it doesn't look like I guess it looks like a beer. I was going to say, isn't this an IPA? But it's not. Yeah. Dark, brownish, reddish, mostly reddish. Maybe even skewing a little bit of orange in there. But yeah, like when I look at it here, it's kind of like a brownish, like if I dissolved a bunch of brown sugar in water, and when I hold it up to there, it's a little more reddish. So, let's see what it smells like. Man, this brings me back to when I first started drinking craft beer. Give or take 10 years ago. Like, this was like the IPA thing. Yeah. It smells malty. It does have a fruity character to it. This experiment is mostly to see if there's any sort of strawberry shortcake thing in it. There's a little bit of a like dank thing in here. I hate using that term. But you know, it's a thing. So I should use it sometimes. It's actually, I'm going to make this video longer than it already should be. Or longer than it already is going to be. But I remember the first time I had this beer. And I can't remember I don't know if I've had it since then. I may have revisited it like within like a couple years since from when I first had it. But when I first had it, it came in the bomber bottles. I had it at a bar. I was like, oh, I'll try this because it's a craft beer. And I was drinking like, I think at the time I was drinking a lot of like imported things. So I was drinking Guinness and Newcastle Brown Ale and stuff like that. And I was like, I'll try it, whatever. And it was I remember the way it tasted. And it was super bitter and just not really that enjoyable. And I can remember the way it tasted. And as far as like how my palate has evolved since then, I feel like I would enjoy the beer better now. But like I said, I haven't had it any sort of recently. So I don't know if the beer has changed at all or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, kind of there's a little bit of like gym socks kind of thing, like this weird like funky I'm a little congested because I'm a little bit sick because the weather fucking sucks. Climate change. It's a fucking thing. Yeah, comes off a little like wet dog-ish. Ugh. Ugh. I tried to clear myself out before I sat down to record this, and I guess I did not do a good enough job. So, I don't know. I think I'm already at like 10 minutes here. So, there is like, I think I said it already, but there is like this fruity, like kind of dark fruit, but kind of like, there's a fruity character to this beer. So, Let's see if it's the strawberry shortcake beer that it has always longed to be. Cheers. What the fuck? So my palate now is way more way better at like processing this sort of tasting, because it is bitter. It is whatever, or not whatever, but it's like over the top a bit, but it is nowhere near what I remember it being, which I think is mostly, I assume they try to, it's stone, they're huge, so I assume they brew this. Oh God, that's killing me. It's killing me already. I assume they have the resources and whatnot to brew this beer as to the T as possible. Or as close to the recipe as possible, and they probably don't tweak it much. Maybe they do a little bit. But there is this. I don't know if I would call it strawberry. But there is like this like angel food cake, pound cake, kind of shortcake, kind of thing in there, and it's like way better. But like, and I'm not getting in the beginning really. I'm getting it like underneath that bitterness. Yeah. It tastes like there's like a citrusy, pithy thing. It's fine. Like it's like it does have a fruity thing to it. And it does have that cakey thing too. So I could see someone being like, or Thomas specifically being like, oh, strawberry shortcake or pound cake or whatever it was. Angel food cake. I know he didn't say angel food cake, but like the thing that I was getting kind of leaned in that direction. But he's also from the Netherlands, so maybe that is an equivalent of that. I'm not quite sure. But, yeah. Like, it's just bitter. Like, the only thing I get in the aftertaste is just like this bitter thing in the back of my throat. Like, oh, I didn't. It says drink fresh numbskull on the side, and that just reminded me that it did not read the date. It was packaged on 7/30, and there is an enjoy by date of 11/27. So that is, it's probably because there aren't an equal amount of days in every month, so they probably do like 90 days, and then it just ends on that. But That puts it at, as far as like months go, in months term, what's today? Puts it just under 3 months old. 3 months old, like 2 months and like 3 weeks, or 2 weeks, 3-ish weeks. 2.5 weeks. Something like that. But yeah. Yeah. Like, I would, like, and I didn't specifically call out, other than like that, like, pithy citrus thing. Because it's mostly like pith. Like, it's just like bitter and whatever. But it's like pith is citrus. So, like, just saying that. But it's like not, it's like almost all pith instead of like pithy citrus. I was gonna say something, but there is. Oh, I was gonna say there is like this fruity character to it, but I would not place it anywhere. Like, it's like if someone invented some like weird fruit thing that had fruit characteristics, but was not like any sort of fruit that you ever had. Yeah. 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 So I will side with Thomas on this one and say that I could definitely see someone who drank this who was an avid beer drinker. Because I feel like if you're not an avid beer drinker, this would just be a fucking bitter mess. Kind of what I experienced when I first had this beer. But, yeah. That's it. I didn't do this because I wanted to do it. I did it because I had to. And I'm glad I didn't have to buy a whole fucking 6-pack of this. Jesus Christ. I don't even know if they come in 6-packs anymore. This might be the only thing they come in. I don't know why it's doing that. Probably because I'm just like not giving a shit, because that's like 3 fingers of head right there. Yeah. Oh god, I don't want to drink this anymore. So yeah. Ow. Bit my tongue. So yeah, I'm Team Thomas on this one. And I should say, I don't know if we, because I know, doesn't Stone have a couple breweries? And I know they did, they opened a thing in Germany, but I think that closed. So I don't know exactly where the beer that he had was brewed. But yeah, I could totally see this beer being slightly different and tasting like that. So I'm going to go Team Thomas on this. I'm sorry that this was so long. Oh, this beer is killing me, literally. If you have a chance to not drink this beer, go for it. So one more thing before I end this. So the thing I said to Thomas when he said that he was tasting strawberry shortcake, I believe was the specific thing he said, was that I could see that based on my prior experience and how I remember it tasting. I could see that if it was like a super like syrupy, like super syrupy strawberry, maybe not as sweet. I don't know if I said all of this in when I said this, but I remember saying I could see it if it was like super syrupy, and like yes, like there is like this, like it's not super sweet, but like because like you would assume that like a strawberry shortcake thing would be sweet, but like it's definitely like syrupy a little bit. Like that fruity characteristic is definitely like a more like robust, like syrupy kind of thing. So I'm gonna go Team Thomas on this one. Yeah. I'm gonna end this. And then maybe not drink the rest of this because I don't know if I want to. So yeah. What am I even doing? Holy shit. I think I just got that like little bit of second thing that he was talking about. Holy shit. All right, I'm Team Thomas. I already said I was Team Thomas, but I think there was this, it lasted literally like fucking 0.2 seconds. But yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I'm actually surprised he pulled that out of the taste than any of the other things, really. Well, he was saying it was like that and then the bitterness, but well, whatever. So Team Thomas on this one. And I hope you are all doing well and taking care of yourselves and each other and not drinking this beer, hopefully. Because it is a doozy. And yeah, you can like the video if you'd like to. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out, 93lumber. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Oh, God.